Have you ever wondered what lies beyond the sky we see? What's beyond the clouds, beyond the visible universe? If the Bible mentions the heavens, why do some passages speak of a third heaven? Since we were children, we've been taught that heaven is that beautiful place where the stars are, where airplanes fly, where astronauts explore. What if I told you the reality is much deeper? What if I told you there are 3 heavens, and each one serves a secret purpose? Most people live their lives without questioning this. They go about their days unaware that they are surrounded by an invisible reality that affects them every day. But today, we're going to tear that veil. Today, you'll discover what you haven't been told about the 3 heavens. And what you hear by the end of this video could change your life forever. Before we continue, I want you to ask yourself a question. Do you truly believe that heaven is just a concept? Or could it be something much more real, something that influences everything we do? Now, imagine for a moment that you're looking at the sky. You see the sun, the clouds, the birds flying. This is the first heaven. It's the one we know, the one we can all see and feel. Even though it seems vast, it's only the first layer, a superficial level compared to what truly exists. In the Bible, from Genesis, this physical heaven is mentioned. It's called the expanse, the atmosphere, the space where birds and stars dwell. It's the natural world, but it's not the only one. There's something beyond, something that science alone cannot explain. Because at a point where our eyes can no longer see, the second heaven begins. And this is where the story gets interesting. The second heaven is not a place we can see with our physical eyes, but its impact is undeniable. It's a battlefield. There are no clouds or stars here. Spiritual forces are in constant war. In Ephesians 6 verse 12, we are warned that our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers in the heavenly realms. This verse is not symbolic, it's literal. It tells us that there are invisible beings influencing our emotions, our decisions, our daily struggles. Have you ever felt that no matter how hard you try to move forward, something seems to stop you? Have you experienced inexplicable attacks just when you're about to achieve something great? It's because there is a real spiritual war happening in this second heaven. This is the domain where angels and demons operate, where prayers are heard and sometimes also blocked. Remember Daniel's case, when he prayed and his answer was delayed for 21 days until Archangel Michael intervened. If you've ever felt resistance in your life, if you've noticed that sometimes there are forces that seem to push you toward chaos, you've probably felt the effects of this second heaven. But here comes the most amazing part. There is another heaven, one that is above everything we've mentioned. A heaven so glorious that Paul, when he was caught up, said he had no words to describe what he saw. This is the third heaven. Here, there are no battles, no struggle, no pain. This is the throne of God. When Paul mentions that he knew a man who was taken to the third heaven, he is telling us that there is a place outside of time, outside of conflict, beyond anything we can imagine with our human minds. This is the final destination, the place where eternity makes sense. Think about this for a moment. If there is a third heaven, it means there is a way to get there. But not everyone finds it. Because in this world, we've been taught to think only about the material, about the immediate. We've been distracted by worries, by fleeting pleasures, by things that pull us away from the spiritual reality. What if I told you that the true purpose of our life is not just what we see here and now? What you do today determines where you will spend eternity. And most people don't even think about this. That's why this message is so important. Because now that you know the truth, you can no longer ignore it. And here is where you decide. Will you keep seeing the sky as something distant and abstract? Or will you begin to see life from a different perspective, understanding that there are forces at work beyond what we can see? If this message impacted you, hit the like button right now so that more people can discover this truth. And let me know in the comments, which of the 3 heavens surprised you the most? If you want to learn more hidden secrets of the Bible, subscribe and activate the bell. Because in the next video, we will reveal another spiritual mystery that few have understood. See you in the next video. God bless you.